everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm StellaLive, and in today's video I have 5 different Dollar Tree Halloween / Gothic wedding DIYs to show you. And I always want to be upfront and honest in the beginning of my videos so you don't waste your time watching. Several of the items from the DIYs did come from different stores. However, you can make all of these DIYs using items strictly from the Dollar Tree. And all of these items could be used as Halloween decor or everyday decor if you're someone like me who likes to keep it spooky all year. All you have to do is just adjust accordingly. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first DIY we are going to be making are these skeleton hand table numbers. This DIY was so simple. I just took a butter knife to remove the champagne glass from the skeleton's hand. And because I wanted these all to be the same color, I spray painted them black, which is not necessary. They do have black ones, but I could only find 2. I also was going for a matte look, but they still looked kind of glossy in the end, so I probably should have primed them first. I also used some packing tape and folded it in half so both the sides were sticky and placed them on the bottom of the cups to keep them from falling over when I spray painted them. Next, I found these place card holders from Hobby Lobby for $2.49 for a pack of 8. If you don't want to support Hobby Lobby, you can use paper clips instead. I used some wire cutters and cut them down to the size I wanted, and because the spring was so tight, I used my fingers to push it out a little. If you use these, you definitely want to do this before you glue them into the hand. Next, I took my hot glue gun and I put some hot glue in the little hole that kept the plastic cup in place previously. Then I took my place card holder and stuck it inside the glue and I held it until it dried. Next, I have this pack of table card numbers, again from Hobby Lobby for $2.99. If you don't want to purchase these, you can always make them on your own or you can order them online, and that's it. These are the table numbers, like I said, super easy. These can also be used as picture holders. The next DIY I have to share with you is this skull ring bearer pillow. I did purchase this plastic skull from Target for $5, but Dollar Tree does carry plastic skulls that you can use instead. The first thing I did was I cut off the top of the skull using an X-Acto knife. I did leave this in real time so you can see that I did have to poke it a few times before the knife started sliding easily. Now, as you can see, the skull shape is a little wonky, so I went in with my scissors and cleaned it up a little bit, and then I went back in with my X-Acto knife and I shaved off the slight imperfections. This skull had an iridescent sheen to it, and I personally did not like it, so I went in with some 100% pure acetone nail polish remover and removed the iridescent glitter. It did take a while to get it all off, and did I want to give up? Yes, but I persevered. Anyways, for the nooks and crannies, I used a Q-tip, as you can see here, and then I didn't record this, but I did use some water to wash it off afterwards. Then I took this satin pillowcase from the Dollar Tree, and I cut out a square. I made sure to use a corner piece because that's less work for me later. Then I took some of this thin white ribbon that I purchased from Walmart for around 50 cents. And then I cut out a piece long enough to tie the rings onto, and I folded it in half. I did use a tiny bit of hot glue to hold it in place. I definitely do not recommend only using hot glue since this is going to be holding wedding rings. I just did this to keep it in place while I sewed it on. Also, I recommend putting the ribbon in the center. I don't know why I didn't center the ribbon on mine. I guess my brain wasn't braining. Then I took some polyfill from an old pillow and stuffed it into the square before taking more hot glue and closing the square up. You could also use stuffing from a Dollar Tree toy instead of using the polyfill from a pillow or going out and buying some. Next, I took my scissors and I cleaned up the loose threads, and then I stuffed the pillow into the skull, and that's it. If I could do it again, I would put more filling into the pillowcase, but other than that, I love how it turned out, and I would also love to know your guys' opinions in the comments down below. Next, we are going to be making a flower girl basket. I purchased this basket from a thrift store for a couple of dollars, and the first thing I did was painted it black, and then I took this wooden circle that I purchased from Walmart. It came in a pack for less than $2, and again, I painted it black, and then I hot glued it onto the basket. Then I took some Dollar Tree creepy cloth and layered it over the basket and made sure to cover the wooden circle. I did actually glue the rat on first, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I wanted to hide my work, and that's why I used the creepy cloth instead. Then I used some hot glue to glue down the creepy cloth and the rat that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I was very generous with the hot glue. My original idea was to use a faux raven because I think it would have looked way cooler, but I couldn't find one anywhere, and I don't hate how it turned out with the rat. And the last thing that I did was I took some Dollar Tree Halloween ribbon, I made a bow, and I hot glued it to the basket. And this is how it turned out. Again, I think it would have looked way cooler with a raven, but the rat doesn't look that bad. Next, we're going to be making some skull centerpieces for the Sweethearts table. Obviously, if you have a Cricut, you can use a Cricut for this, but this is for all of my bat babies that do not own one. This is for you. I took some Dollar Tree vinyl. I wanted regular black, but they only had this black glitter vinyl, so that's what I'm using. I cut it out to the size of a piece of printer paper, and I printed out the words bride and groom on the back side. Because the vinyl kept curling up, it was an issue in my printer, so I did tape it to a piece of printer paper, and that helped. Also, you will want to print the words backwards. I did use Canva to do this. I'm not going to go into detail with printing in Canva because every computer is different. You may be able to look up how to use your specific printer and/or computer on YouTube, or you can try Googling it if you don't know how. Next, I took my permanent marker and I traced the words to make the lines thicker. I feel like I'm talented at many things, but cutting out super thin lines is not one of them. Then I took my scissors and cut out as much as I could of each word. Then I taped the word down onto my rotary mat and I used my X-Acto knife to remove the white space from the lettering. To remove the tape after I was done, I just used my X-Acto knife, sliding it very carefully underneath the tape, being very sure not to cut the vinyl lettering in the process. Then I took this skull that I found from Goodwill for $2. Again, you can use a Dollar Tree skull instead. Before I removed the backing on my vinyl, I figured out the placement first because I knew once I laid it down, that's where it was staying. Because I feared if I moved it, the vinyl would rip. One of the O's did actually tear, but it was an easy fix and you can't even tell that it happened. My original idea was just to find some cursive stickers and stick them on the skull, but I could not find what I wanted anywhere, so that's where I came up with this idea. I love how it turned out. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, this DIY was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. I will show you a picture right here, and I will also leave the link in the description box below. This last DIY was super simple to make. I just took one of the glass candle holders from the Dollar Tree and hot glued some drips down the side. I tested out a couple of different methods of laying the drips on, but my favorite was just laying a generous amount at the top of the candle holder and letting the glue drip down naturally. Then I spray painted it a matte black. I love how this turned out because the glass turns a matte black while the hot glue has a gloss to it. That's going to be it for today's video. I do have some more Halloween/Gothic Dollar Tree DIY ideas, so if that's something you want to see more of, please leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the like button on this video. It's something small that helps me out in a big way. I also have another Dollar Tree Halloween DIY video coming out this week, so if you are not subscribed yet and you want to see that, I would love it if you considered subscribing. And I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!